for Computer Engineering Research and Recognition Committee, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, member of Board of Studies, Computer Engineering Department, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Ex-member of Academic Council, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Member of Board of Studies, Information Technology Department, Government College of Engineering, Karad. Member of Board of Studies, Computer Science and Application, Sandeep University, Nasik. Member of Board of Studies, Information Technology, KJ Somaya College of Engineering, Mumbai University. Member of Board of Studies, Computer Engineering, KJ Somaya College of Engineering, Mumbai. Member of Board of Studies, Computer Engineering Department, Vishwakarma University, Pune University. Member of Board of Studies, Bachelor of Computer Application, Expert Research, DY Patil International University, Pune. Again, the member of Board of Studies, Electronics and Computer Science, Yashwantrao Savan Institute of Technology, Satara. Dr. Parikshit sir has overall 19 years of experience. Before I hand over the session to sir, few announcements for participants. If you have any query, please raise your hand. Your questions will be asked one by one at the end of the session. An attendance link will be provided in the chat box. May I now request Dr. Parikshit Male sir to start the session. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. So I have one request to Rashmi, madam. During my session, I will keep on, ensuring whether I am audible or not. So please acknowledge me whenever I will request for whether I am audible or
Yes,
not.
sir.
And same thing goes for my presentation, because being an online mode, it is very important to ensure whether I am visible and my slides are visible. So at the outset, I am very much thankful to Shan Anchor, College of Engineering, Principal Sir, all heads of the department, Bansod Madam. I can see Chetan Sir also, and entire team for inviting me and giving me an opportunity again. This is my second turn. I'm delivering my session on basic IoT concepts. I have one request, appeal rather, to all participants to please raise your questions as much as you can, and that's the reason why we all are here to understand, from each other what is IoT and how IoT will go in the near future, essentially in the Indian context. So once again, thankful to all. Please, my request to participant, please note down questions whichever comes in your mind during the discussion, so that at the end of the day you will be happy, I will be happy, and everything goes away. There can be many takeaways from this session. So let me share my presentation, and please let me know whether my slides are visible or not. Being a first slide. Okay, so my slides are visible, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are sharing.
First,
Yes, sir.
first slide. IoT overview, application development and use case research areas. Is it visible?
Yes, yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay, thank you so much. So, all participants, basic question to all first. Can you tell me who is father of computer? Let's make it interactive. Let's make it two-way instead of one-way. Let's make it duplex instead of simplex. So, please answer my question. First question: who is father of computer? Please. Anyone? You can maybe you can put your responses on the chat box. Who is father of computer? Anyone? Please feel free to express yourself. Don't worry, your answer can be wrong. Doesn't matter. Who is known as father of computer? Anyone? All knows the answer, but I'm waiting for your answer in the chat box. Anyone? No one is. Okay, I think I can hear. Okay, very good. Charles Babbage. Okay, somebody is saying Von Neumann. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. So Charles Babbage is known as father of computer, right? My next next question to you all, that can you tell me why Charles Babbage is known as father of computer? Why he is known as father of computer? Why not other? Anyone? Please post your answer in the chat box. Von Neumann is not the right answer. Charles Babbage is father of computer, but I would like to know why he is known as father of computer. The reason is he has contributed first difference engine long back, and that's why he is known as father of computer. Yes, yes. Not exactly digital computer. It was not digital computer, but it was basically a mechanical digital difference engine. Okay. Now, next question to you all. Please listen me carefully. Who is known as father of modern computer? Who is known as father of modern computer? Anyone? You can Google. It's online mode, so doesn't matter in Googling. Very good. Shwetambari madam has answered Alan Turing. Absolutely correct. Madam, can you tell me why Alan Turing is known as father of modern computer? Because I believe in why. I don't believe in knowing the name of some invention. What is important is why he is known as father of that particular invention, right? Again, answer to question to Shwetambari madam on all, not to you only. Can you tell me? Yeah, Alan Turing is the right answer. But why is known as father of modern computer? Anyone? Okay. Anyone still? I'm looking forward for answer. Okay, doesn't matter. Mm, Following the blueprints of the cut copy. Okay, no problem. So you pasted something. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah. So the all modern computer which we are using today are following the model of Turing machine. Okay, and that's the reason. Yeah, he established Turing theory, but the main reason is the model which all our modern computers are using, they are using basically a Turing machine model, and that's why he's known as father of modern computer. Okay. Now next question, obviously guess what could be my next question. My next question is, who is known as father of IoT? You can Google will give you right answer, but don't forget what will be my next question. So who is known as father of IoT? Come on fast, I'm waiting for your responses. Yes, who is known as father of IoT? Yes, Kunte sir, Anup sir, yes, your answer is correct. Kevin Ashton, yes, Shubhangi madam, your answer is correct. Kevin Ashton is known as father of IoT, and I hope Google has given you right answer, and yes, it is correct answer. But my next question to you, why Kevin Ashton is known as father of IoT? Anyone? He coined the term IoT. Okay, Shilpa madam is saying he coined the term IoT. But there should be some history. Yeah, coined the term, but nobody will coin the term just formally. There is some history behind it, and just try to understand what I am saying. Kevin Ashton was working in Auto ID lab. Auto ID lab is a lab of MIT USA, and Kevin Ashton and his team was the first team to connect the devices surrounding to them to internet. And then later on, when he could connect all the devices surrounding to him, then later on he coined that term that is the Internet of Things. Okay, so IoT is a buzzword. What I am here to make you understand fundamentally what is IoT and how IoT will go in the near future. Is it clear? So I have some basic questions to you all, and if I will ask you very simple, as I started working in IoT long back in 2009, I remember very few people knew IoT at that time. But now, essentially in the Indian context, you know that. Today we are talking about IoT since last 5 years or 7 years. But my basic question would be, can you tell me why today we are talking about IoT? Why not before 5 to 7 years? Any answer to this question? Why today we are talking about IoT? Why not before 5 to 7 years? Please answer. We have very limited time and we have to cover lot many things. So I will request all participants to be responsive to my question. Yes, anyone? Or maybe you can unmute yourself. Doesn't matter. Yeah, why today we are talking about IoT today? Why not before 5 to 7 years in Indian context? Yeah. Okay, Chetan sir, fine. Yeah, so first, so try to understand. The first reason is, yeah, need of the hour. I agree, but what are technological reasons? The first and most important reason is the availability of internet at faster and cheaper rate is the first reason. Okay. Due to this, what has happened that being the internet available at faster and cheaper rate, cost of connection has been decreasing drastically. Cost of connecting. Okay. The third reason, more number of devices are being created with Wi-Fi capability, smart capability, and the last reason is the Skype, smartphone market is really taking a good shape in Indian context, and you know that all. And you will agree with me. Just backtrack before 5 years down the line and see the speed of internet which is available today, and it was available before 5 years. And I hope you all will agree with me that yes, we are really enriched with the internet, and it is need of the hour. And that's the reason internet is also the basic mandatory component for IoT, and that's the reason today we are talking about IoT since last 5 to 7 years. But again, it will take some time to experience all rich use cases of IoT in Indian context, and you will realize that when I will play some video after some time. Okay, so IoT is a buzzword, and it was coined by Kevin Ashton, and that's why he has coined that term. I already answered, and that's the reason. Now people are replacing IoT by IoT-PS, Internet of Things, People and Services. Then IoT-PS is now the buzzword is Internet of Everything. Okay, so Internet of Everything means anything surrounding to me can be connected to internet. Try to understand the philosophy. IOE. I will put this word in the chat box. Okay, Internet of Everything. Okay, so what is philosophy? Anything surrounding to us can be connected to internet. Now I would like you to know that when I want to connect anything to the internet, what properties that thing should have. Okay, suppose I will ask you a basic question. How will you connect this pen to internet, or how will you connect water bottle to internet? Or my next question will be, how will you connect this keychain to the internet? Okay, so what is answer to this question? Can you tell me in short, how will you connect this pen to internet? Anyone? Any thought on this? You can unmute yourself, doesn't matter. Chetan sir, is there any facility for participant to unmute themselves and they can answer?
Yes, sir. They need to raise their hand so that I can unmute.
Okay. So you are still administrator. Okay, very good. Okay. So you can raise your hand so that Chetan sir will make you happy by unmuting and you can speak and then I can hear you. Yes? Anyone? I don't think anyone would like to answer, because no, I cannot see any hand raising, but I think you should answer. See, answer can be wrong, doesn't matter. So what I will do, I have to add some functionalities to this pen in order to connect this pen to internet. Okay, so what I will do, I will add small RFID tag to this pen, and in that tag, RFID tag two types, passive and active. So I will attach RFID tag to this pen, and that tag has some memory. So what I will do, I will write my employee ID to that memory. Now this tag is read by nearby RFID reader, which is Wi-Fi enabled. Okay, so that RFID reader is scanning this tag and it is reading my employee ID. And then that RFID reader, which is Wi-Fi enabled, is connected to nearby access point. Okay, and then my laptop or my smartphone is connected to that access point through which it is accessing the internet, and this is how my pen is connected to internet. Other way around, what I can do, I can add a couple of sensors to this pen which will sense something from the user, and then that parameter is sensed by nearby gateway, and then that gateway is connected to nearby access point, and then that access point my laptop or pen is smartphone is connected. So fundamentally, what I would like to come to the point, it should have identity. Yes, absolutely correct. And gateway to the, yes, very good. So fundamentally, please try to understand, when I want something to be connected to internet, I have to add three functionalities, the basic functionalities, and these three basic functionalities are computing, sensing, and communication. Okay, so these are the three basic functionalities, which are computing, sensing, and communication. So don't forget, for anything to be connected to internet, I had to add these three functionalities, that is computing, sensing, and communication. Is it clear? Now, when I talk about IoT examples, when I talk about IoT use cases, one should be very clear about what are different types of IoT use cases. Is it clear? So now, if I will ask you a very simple question, that or let me, I think, let me play one small video with you, so that I know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have one request to all participants to look, watch this video. I am very sure that you will enjoy, but you have to generate some questions from after watching this video, so that you know all your questions can be answered during our discussion. Okay, so I'm playing. So look at this use case. This is very interesting. done. I'm closing this video now. I'm back to the Microsoft team. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Yes or no? At least you can put your responses in the chat box to let me know whether you like this video or not. Okay, the reason why I have played this video because I would like you to understand fundamentally when you look for IoT application development, there are two types of use cases. One is indoor use case and second is outdoor use case. If I will give you an example of indoor use case, smart home is an example of indoor use case. Are you agree? Yes. Okay, smart home because it is an indoor use case. And when you go to smart, maybe traffic. So smart traffic is or smart your traffic management system or intelligent transport system. So that goes into the category of outdoor IoT use case. But the video which I have played is an example of indoor or outdoor. Can you put your answer in the chat box? The video which I have played is an example of indoor use case or outdoor use case? Yes, mix. Anup sir. Anup sir, you are from which college? You are from which institute? Anup Kunte sir. You are from which university, which college, which KGCG Karjat. Okay, very good. So it's a Mumbai. Okay, fine. Just yeah, very good. Indoor plus out. So it's a hybrid use case. It's a combined use case, right? So when we say it's a hybrid use case, a combined use case, try to understand you cannot build hybrid use case directly. To build a indoor complete to build a hybrid complete use case, you have to start with indoor, then you have to start to go to outdoor, and then you have to combine both indoor and outdoor, right? And that's the reason I played this video to you so that you will understand what exactly IoT is. So the fundamental philosophy of sharing this video, watching, making you watch this video is when you look at this complete video, it's a complete IoT use case, and this home belongs to Mark Zuckerberg. So you can see that there are only three major components in any IoT use case. The first major component is your smartphone. Second major component is your RFID technology. And third major component is your wireless sensor network or sensor nodes, right? You will not find any other component in IoT use case other than this. Is it clear? Okay, and that's the fundamental point behind it, because when you want to build any use case, it is always use case will the requirement will change from use case to use case. Okay, I hope you all are agree with me. So now let me share my presentation with you. Hide share. My slides are visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So yeah, thank you very much. So I've been already introduced. So you can see two logos on my first slide. I represent Siagan Institute as well as I represent also Savitribai Phule Pune University in various capacities. So thank you for nice introduction. So this is something, internet in olden days. I still remember whenever I share this slide with any audiences, it always take me to my engineering days. When I was doing my engineering, our teacher used to show one computer which was surrounded by glass room, and students see that is a computer where there is internet, and then eventually it was available on desktop. And this is the reason what is happening now. Already we have discussed, technology, credit goes to broadband technology. There has been lots of advancement, cost of connecting is decreasing, more devices are created, being that three capabilities of computing, communication, sensing and communication, and definitely smartphone is a need of the hour today, right? So this is how it has evolved from desktop to smart tabs, and now from smart tabs to our smartphones, right? So now this figure is very important, and please try to understand, and you can relate this figure to the video which we have seen. Every action in that video is generating some data, maybe indoor use case generating data from the indoor use case, or maybe it is generating data from the outdoor use case, right? So this data we need public cloud or private cloud. Then there are devices in the home or there are devices in the office, and then there are lots of services which are running for offering to the user. So to connect this three corner, we need cloud. So please read this slide very carefully. This slide is very, very important. And every slide in this presentation is copyright is with me. Okay. So you can see there are three corners of this, to connect these three corners, we need cloud, we need internet, and we need mobile. Okay. And when we converge these three entities together, then there is a need of scalable and secure architecture and infrastructure. Is it fine? So now, when I look at it, what is important is, when we talk about, just a minute. So when you talk about how this has been evolved, so this is what something we call it as traditional internet, right? Where everything was connected, all devices were connected through wired communication medium, and we need desktops and physical servers to be deployed. Now how it has evolved, now this is future of internet, or maybe I would say current internet, where everything is now transformed from wired to wireless. So if you compare this slide and this slide, I would say there is these two slides are there. To differentiate these two slides, there are three parameters. First is communication medium, second is architecture, and third is protocol. I hope you all are agree with me, right? Okay, because in first wired, it is wireless, protocol is something different. Here protocols are something different, and definitely architecture is also different, right? So now what is important is this is a complete IoT ecosystem, and to build this complete IoT ecosystem, we need cloud, we need internet, and we need mobile. And that is how, you can connect devices to the cloud and then bring in services together. And then how eventually you will realize that, yes, we can have that, everything which is happening in the video can happen with us. But as I already mentioned in the beginning of our session, that few things are still not realistic in our context, because still we need faster internet, still we need faster, better infrastructure. And that's the reason you must know that unfortunately, being India as a so large country in the world, we have not migrated to IPv6 so far. Still we are working on IPv4. Okay, there are many other political reasons for that, but still try to understand. Okay. So now this is something, opportunistic slide. I always call this slide as opportunistic slide, because you should understand that, nothing is standardized in IoT, and there is lot of scope for all of us, you, me, our student, your team, your research, everything, everyone who is working in this area have lot of opportunities. Because when I say we are lagging, don't take it in negative way. What does it mean? That we have opportunities to contribute, right? So there are many things to. So you must have seen video. You have seen that video where father is giving remote Wi-Fi access to the person, that repair technician who has come to home for repairing sprinkler. So there should be trust build, there should be authentication mechanism, there should be access control mechanism, there is addressing mechanism required. So there are many things which are not yet standardized, and there are many opportunities for all of us to contribute to this area, and nothing is difficult once you know how. Okay, so now as already I mentioned, there are two use cases in IoT context. One is indoor use case, second is indoor use case, smart home. Everything is intelligent. So when I ask that what is the important point in the video, so everybody says that everything is happening automatically. Nothing happens automatically, everything is proactive, intelligent, and we are making it intelligent by writing a code, and that is how machine learning is coming up. I hope you all are agree. I am audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. You are
Very
audible.
good. Am I visible?
Yes, sir. Your
Okay,
slide is
thank
also
you.
visible.
Okay, and my slide is also visible. Absolutely fine. Okay, so now this is indoor use case. This is outdoor use case, where don't get surprised in the near future. You are passing by medical store and you are getting notification that these medicines are under stock. One of the action in the video, mother was in the mall and she got notification that eggs and rice are under stock. Yes or no? Okay, so this is near future. Okay. So now fortunately, I was fortunate enough to get an opportunity to do my PhD in Denmark, Europe, and I have visited almost labs from 19 countries in the Europe, and it was very nice to work in the real scenario, to experience all these use cases and then enrich them with our contribution and results. Fine. So looking at the literature, there are many definitions which are available in the literature. Definition, what is IoT? But I don't want, my philosophy is from use case to definition. Definition to use case is fine. So these are some definitions available in the literature. First definition was coined by European Commission. And every definition, try to understand, every definition has got different perspective, and the different perspective comes from the domain in which that particular organization is working. Okay, so what I request, what I appeal all participants, those who are attending my session today, is that at the end of this FDP, you should be able to write your own definition from your own understanding, from your own perspective, and then you will understand that yes, this is what is IoT. But before that you have to understand what is IoT, and that's why I am here to make you understand what is IoT. Okay, so please read the slide. Second definition is coined by AutoID Lab, where Kevin Ashton was working. Third definition is by Cisco System. Another definition by our Indian IT company TCS. And these are very, and again I'm not saying that these are the only definitions available in the literature. There are many definitions. Now please look at my definition, which I have coined in 2013. Okay, so what is my definition? IoT is service oriented network with resource constraints and is mandatory subset of future internet. It is convergence of sensor nodes, RFID objects, means the objects with RFID tags, and smart devices like smartphone, smart tab, and it connects devices surrounding to us and provides seamless communication and offer contextual services. Okay, but all dear participants, please try to understand, when I look at this definition today, I am not happy because I know that something is missing in this definition. Right, so can anybody tell me? I will go to the Microsoft Teams, and can you tell me what can be added to this definition, which I have coined long back in 2013? I'm telling you, I'm not happy with this definition. I know that no definition is perfect, always there is a scope, and I'm telling you that this definition can be fine-tuned further by adding some words. So I'm expecting some keywords from participants in the chat box, so that we can go ahead immediately. Come on, fast. What can be added? Anyone? What can be added to make this definition more perfect? Nothing is perfect. I'm saying close to perfection. Yes, anyone? Anyone? No one would like to answer? Yes, come on, fast. Hello. Okay, so I think don't you think that I have to add one word, intelligent, because now everything is intelligent, everything is smart, yes or no, right? Don't you think that one cloud word is missing there in my definition? I hope the slide is visible to you all, my definition. Chetan
No,
sir?
No, sir, your mic slide is not visible.
Okay,
Now you are sharing. Yes, now it's visible, sir.
So to this definition, don't you think that I can add word intelligent, I can add one cloud, I can add word big data, I can add word interoperability, because all applications which are being created are created on the existing platform, right? So these are some words. So what I appeal, what I request to all participants, to come up with your own definition, right? So that you'll understand what exactly IoT is. Is it fine? Now we'll do one exercise. I hope all are with me now. Now I hope my slide is not visible. So please, all of you, take pen and paper with you. Take piece of pen and piece of paper and pen. Please, fast. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes or no? All have pen and paper with you. Now give heading 10C model. Give heading 10C model. Okay. Now this is my own model which I have designed and developed to make participant understand what exactly IoT is and how IoT application development goes. Okay. Now one, all of you write down. 1, communication. 2 is cost. Okay. 3 connectivity. All of you write down fast because we have short time and we have to discuss many things. I am going to conclude at 5 o'clock sharp. Connectivity, content, category, convergence, context, component, now 9 number is complexity, and 10 number is cooperation. Okay, so all are done. So you have tenses with you. Okay, now listen me carefully. Okay, listen me carefully. You have to rearrange this tense in the correct order if you want to build application in IoT. So in short, which C should come first, which C should be second, which C should be third, and then right order of all C's. You have 2 minutes time. Please answer it logically. This is a very logical question, and believe me, if you will answer this question correctly, just accept it that you understood IoT. Fine. You can Google. You will not get this model even on the Google, and if you will get it, that model is already published in my own book by maybe by Springer or maybe by IEEE. Okay. So your time start now. 2 minutes fast. Which C should come? Think logically. I am expecting engineering perspective answer. Fast. Okay, done. 1 more minute. Think logically. थोड़ा सा logically विचार करा, थोड़ा सा logically सोचो. This question is very very important. Yeah. So what should be the first C? Anyone? Anyone? At least tell me the first right C. Context. No. Very good. Shubhangi madam, you are from which college? Shubhangi madam. Shubhangi Kini madam, you are from which college? Okay, you are from same college. Okay. SAK, में Shan anchor. Okay, very good. Absolutely correct. The first correct answer is category. You have to first decide whether it is indoor or outdoor. Absolutely correct. Okay. Now I am expecting what is correct second C. Think logically. Absolutely correct. Shubhangi madam, clap for you. What is correct second C? Once category is decided, indoor or outdoor, and that is what I started with my discussion. Please try to link my discussion. What is second C? Come on. Okay, so just think if it would have been offline, it would have been more interesting. And whenever I conduct such kind of sessions offline, always I carry dairy milk with me, and I give dairy milk to the participants who answered this question rightly. So second will go to, once your category is decided, second will be, you will be able to decide components. Absolutely correct, Anup sir. So this is what is required from the participant. बरोबर, category decide झाल्यानंतर काय पाहिजे? Once category is decided, what is their component? Absolutely correct. Okay, yes, Janvi madam, fine. Once components are decided, what is next? Yes, once component is decided, what is next? First, cost. Yes or no? You will be able to decide. No, you will be able to decide cost. Okay. Once, yes, Shilpa Ingole madam, absolutely correct. So think logically. That is what I started with. My question is logical. But जर हा क्वेश्चनचा आन्सर तुम्हाला कळलं, if you will understand answer of answer of this question, don't worry, you will understand entire IoT fundamentally. Once cost is done, then is fourth is connectivity. Okay. Once connectivity is done, then you will start communication. Are you agree? Once communication is done, then you will be able to cooperate. Once cooperation is done, you will be able to converge. Converge means connecting to the internet, connecting to the access, whether using Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth or any communication medium. Once it is done, then only once your device is connected to internet, then only it will be able to generate data. Right? 8. And once data is generated, based on the type of data generated, you will be able to decide context. Okay. And then last is complexity. Is it fine? Is it fine? Okay. So now I will again read it out. First C, category, then component, then cost, then connectivity, then communication, then cooperation, then convergence, then data, that is content, then context, and then is complexity. Is it clear? So now please try to understand why I ask this question is logical, because this question is really, and this is the correct order of all 10C. I hope you all are agreed. Yes or no? And this is what is required if you want to build any application in IoT. You have to first decide which type of category it is. Then you will be able to finalize component. Then you will be able to decide the cost. Then you have to create connectivity. Then they will start communication. Then cooperation. Then convergence. Then data. Then type of data, context, and then last is complexity. Is it clear? Okay, हे मॉडेल तुम्हाला गुगल वर भेटणार नाही. दिस इज माय ओन मॉडेल, and if even you will get it, it is there in my one of the book. Is it clear? Okay, so now the reason why I'm discussing this model with you, because once you have complete understanding of this model, believe me, you will enjoy working in this interesting field of Internet of Things or Internet of Everything. Is it fine? So now I am going back to my slides. Is my slide definition visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Very good. Okay. So now so this is something what is coming next. Wearable glasses, wearable sensors, and now smart healthcare is a boom. Maybe in the next month, or maybe next to next month, my book by CRC Press will come, IoT and cloud convergence. So now IoT is not single. IoT is, every IoT application is connected to cloud. Now I am working on how IoT, data science, and healthcare will work together. And now I already, my book proposal is sanctioned by Springer, and my book is also finished. Maybe it will be in the web by next couple of months. Okay, so this is something which is happening around us, and we should be very updated about, because technology is the only thing which will keep on advancing, and equally we should keep ourselves updated, right? And this is how the number of devices are increasing, and data generated by these devices will increase, and that is how the buzzword big data has given a birth. Okay, so now this is how smart home to smart cities to smart offices. But now what is next important slide is, I will skip some of the part, but yes, look at this slide. When you are working in the IoT, you should look at IoT in this layered perspective. Okay, again, as already I told you, nothing is standardized in IoT. There are many things, and even today architecture is also not standardized. This is one of my architecture which has been accepted by 17 industries and 13 universities long back. in 2014 at Norway, when there was a European Commission conference held. This was one of the proposed architecture which was accepted by all those who were present there. So now, what is first layer? Layer 1 is device layer, right? Where all your devices are there, maybe smart TV, smart car, smart phone, smart laptop, everything. Now these devices are useless. Now my phone, if I will put it on which mode? Airplane mode. This device is useless because this device is not generating any data. But the moment I disable airplane mode, my device, if I am in the home, my device is connected to Wi-Fi. Or if I am in the office, my device is connected to Wi-Fi 802.11. If I am on the roadside, my device is either using 3G, 4G. If I am in the Europe, maybe 5G. Okay, so it depends. Or another medium to generate connect to the network is wireless sensor network. So that is layer 2. Once you are connected to internet, then your devices are able to generate data and it will be posted on the cloud where all your applications and services are running, or from that cloud other devices can download your data. Okay, now what is my question to all of you? Please listen again carefully. I want you to so I hope this slide is visible to you all. My slide is visible, Chetan
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir,
So
sir.
yeah, so I will now switch to Microsoft Teams. So please take a photo of this slide fast. Please take photo of this slide in your mobile. Fast. Done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is my next question to you all? Can you distribute these 10 C's at these 3 layers? All these 10 C's are with you. Now I want you to distribute these 10 C's at these 3 layers. Come on fast. I want you to distribute 10 C's to these 3 layers. So can you tell me for layer 1, which C will come? You can post in the chat box. Yes. At first layer, can you tell me which? Yes, component, absolutely correct. Then category will also come to the first layer. Yes or no? And cost will also come to the layer 1. Yes or no? Absolutely correct. Can you tell me now? Yes, cost. So category, component and cost will come to layer 1. Yes or no? Fine. Now layer 2. Layer 2. Fast. What will come at layer 2? Yes. Communication, connectivity, communication, convergence and yeah, layer 2. Communication, connectivity, cooperation and conversion. Absolutely correct. Okay. So 4 and 3, 7. What will come at layer 3?
Communication.
Layer 3.
Communication.
No, at layer 2 there will be communication.
Okay.
At layer 3 there is data and context. So at layer 3 there is content and context.
Yes.
Okay. Data content म्हणजे काय? Data. Yes or no? Yes, Jyoti madam, correct. So at layer 3 there will be content and context. At layer 3 there will be content and context. Okay. And the complexity which is there will be associated with all the layers. Okay. The complexity will be associated with layer 1, complexity will be associated with layer 2 or layer 3. Okay, now what is important on this slide is when you want to build any application in IoT, you have to work at all three layers. Are you agree? Because you have to take a device, connect it to the internet, generate some data, post it on the cloud. Okay, so when you want to develop any application in IoT, you have to work at all three layers. But when you want to do some research in IoT, you can work on only any one layer. Either you can work on layer 1, or you can work on layer 2, or you can work on layer 3. Now again, coming to the chat box, can you tell me which is a toughest layer to work, which is the most challenging layer to work, whether layer 1, layer 2 or layer 3? Or suppose if I will ask you a very simple question, data management in IoT using machine learning. So this problem will go to which layer? Layer 1, layer 2 or layer 3? Data management in IoT using machine learning. Absolutely correct, Gauri madam. Absolutely correct.
Layer 3.
Okay. Yes. That is what I want. That is what I am expecting from this, my session. Very good. Absolutely correct. Clap for all. Okay. Now suppose I am working on a problem to improve Mac layer performance through, maybe payload or something else. So can you tell me which layer this problem statement will go?
Layer 2.
Absolutely correct. Suppose, yes, Anup sir, absolutely correct. Now suppose I am working on a problem to provide embedded security to the devices using FPGA. So can you tell me which layer I will go?
Layer 2 also.
Huh?
Layer 2.
Embedded security to the devices using FPGA.
It is at component level, sir.
So layer 1.
Level.
So
Layer
layer, absolutely correct.
1.
Okay. So that is what I am expecting from my session. Because IoT is something which is now most of there you can find lots of books, you can find many literature, but the main point people are missing. People are not looking at IoT in a way what exactly they should. They are just looking at IoT as writing some program in Python and connecting devices. Okay, that is okay, but fundamentally one should understand what is IoT. Now coming to the next question, if I will ask you, which layer is most challenging layer? Layer 1, layer 2 or layer 3? Anyone? This is the most challenging layer to work on. Yes?
Layer 2.
Absolutely correct. So layer 2 is because, layer 2 is more challenging because you are working on the access protocols which are already developed. Okay, but again, I would not say anything is difficult and anything is easy. Everything is interesting provided conditions apply, you are working on a valid problem. Okay, I'm not criticizing because some of you might working on layer 2 or layer 3 and layer, so I'm not criticizing any layer. It depends on what problem you are working on at that particular layer to solve. Is it fine? Okay. So that's very good. I'm happy to get good responses, because when you get good responses, presenter become more happy and you become more energetic. Okay. So fine. So far, any doubt? Let's move. Next time, maybe for the next 20 minutes, I will try to conclude and then I will take your questions. Is it fine, Chetan sir? My slide is visible. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You must have observed माझा आवाज वाढला कारण की आमच्या कॉलेजचे सगळे लोक गेले 4 वाजता गेले, त्यामुळे मी आता किती जोराने बोललो तरी काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. ओके, सो इज इट ओके? लेट्स मूव.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, can you see this is one of the, so there are many use cases in IoT, but I would share, can you see my slide, agricultural use cases?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are my some patents. I have got 7 patents to my credit. And I will share one of the small patent with you so that you will understand upon apply IoT through what we can do and what we can contribute as a project, as a research, or as a IPR. Okay. How many of you heard about Scarecrow? Chat box मध्ये टाका Scarecrow. काय म्हणतात त्याला मराठीमध्ये? Let's see. Yes, very good. Anup sir, you are from which place? Native place? कोकण. Okay. The Scarecrow ला मराठीमध्ये बुजगावणा म्हणतात.
बुजगावणा बोलतात मराठीमध्ये बुजगावणा.
Yes sir, absolutely correct, absolutely correct. बुजगावणा, correct, correct, correct. So I am not from Pune. Even I am in Pune since last 20 years. My native place is Yavatmal. Though I don't know how many of you know Yavatmal. It is in Vidarbha, close to Nagpur. Okay, and even I am not from Yavatmal. I am, one taluka from Yavatmal, which is 30 kilometers from Yavatmal, Ghatanji. And I did my schooling from 7 villages till 10th standard in Marathi medium. And I was closely connected to farmer, and I used to see that farmers put lot of efforts to put that buzgauna in the farm because they are worried about their growing crops from flying animals and ground animals. But eventually what I also used to observe that human being thinks that humans are only intelligent. Human learning, machine learning, birds learning. Birds are more intelligent than human. They realize that it is not human, it is statue, putala. And they sit on that scarecrow and enjoy. Yes or no? I hope you have seen this situation. Responses in the chat box. Have you seen this situation that birds sit on that buzgauna and they enjoy? Yes or no? Have you seen this situation? Yes, it is disappointing because farmers are worried about that, that putara should, at least that buzgauna should make these birds full FOOL and they will run away. But they didn't. They enjoyed, they enjoy sitting on that scarecrow, right? So a thought came in my mind, and then after my PhD, I thought that let's solve this problem, and then I built IoT based smart scarecrow. IoT based smart scarecrow. Smart means machine learning. Okay, and then I build a scarecrow. Suppose birds are coming nearby, then my scarecrow will experience the movement or vibration, and my scarecrow will start rotating hands. Okay, suppose, or sometime my scarecrow will start whistling, or sometime my scarecrow will start rotating head. Suppose scarecrow, my model, my prototype is experiencing some movements in the ground, my scarecrow will start rotating the legs, and eventually birds or animals realize that it is a human because he is runtime taking a decision. And then believe me, my patent was published hardly in 3 to 4 months because it was targeting the problem of farmers in Indian context. Okay, so why I am sharing with you, to give you an idea that what small projects or small problems which you can solve by using this IoT. And IoT never goes alone. IoT can be integrated with machine learning for farming. IoT can be integrated with machine learning in the healthcare and many things. Okay, so going ahead, this is again IoT. Either you can work on communication, you can work on processing, you can work on identification, localization, storage. So you can decide which vertical pillar you would like to work on. Security is a very interesting field. My entire PhD work was on providing security to the IoT. Okay, so security is there for each layer. So it is now up to you which layer you would like to work on, right? These are the key enablers: big data, machine learning, cloud, sensor, interoperability. So these are very interesting key pointers or key enablers. But why this is so? Because due to IoT which is coming up, big data is there. Machine learning, everything is happening proactively. We need to post data on the cloud. That's why cloud came into picture. Sensor internet sharing, because data is collected from sensor, posted on the cloud, and then there is sensor internet sharing and search. Interoperability, compatibility, these are again many different issues which will be there across all 3 layers. Is it fine? So now I will try to next 10 minutes I will try to conclude. So please now try to understand the architecture which we have seen was vertical. Now same architecture is now you can see horizontally. Okay, devices, all devices are to be connected to gateway. So the devices and gateway connectivity can be either Bluetooth, Zigbee or Wi-Fi. Now, whenever the local connectivity, we call it as local connectivity. Please listen me carefully. Okay. So when this local connectivity is done, every gateway is to be connected to the outside world. And to connect this gateway to the outside world, there are two protocols available. One is COAP and second is MQTT. Okay. And it's very interesting to work on both the protocol because code is available on GitHub. You can download the code, you can customize it, and you can get, take that code for your own application. So these two protocols are used for connecting your gateway to the cloud, and then to that cloud you can connect your plug and play devices, and then you can get your work done. Try to understand. Okay. So local sorry local connectivity options are either you can sorry, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so local connectivity option can be Bluetooth, Zigbee or Wi-Fi. Once your devices are connected to gateway, gateway is there to aggregate the data which is aggregated, collected from all these devices. Okay, smart home, all devices, gateway, then gateway to outside world, either by MQTT or COAP, and then it is connected to cloud. Okay. So these are two protocols you must know, being a researcher working in the field of IoT. COAP is by IETF, but it uses UDP. I will not go much details into it, but don't worry, I will share the slides. MQTT is earlier invented by IBM and now it is open source, but it is based on TCP. So you have to first understand what is the requirement of your application category, what requirements are there, and then based on the requirement either you can select COAP or you can select MQTT. Okay, these both the protocols have different functioning. So COAP works like there is a COAP server and then there is a RESTful services, and how these RESTful services are connected to COAP. But don't worry, you need not worry about the code because code is available on GitHub. I hope you heard about GitHub. Okay, so these are different layers in the COAP. Then there is MQTT. So MQTT is like signing an agreement with third party. So MQTT is not secure. Okay, it is basically, this is how it works. I have temperature sensor, want to publish this temperature on the cloud or maybe on the mobile device. So I will have agreement with MQTT broker, and then it will be transferred in the form of plain text. Okay, so on high level, this is how your MQTT work. But in a nutshell, if you are interested to work in the IoT, or you want to do some application development, or you want to do some research in IoT, you should be compatible with these three things: wireless technology, that is local connectivity from device to gateway, either Bluetooth, Zigbee, 6LoWPAN, 3G, 4G. Then protocols for gateway, that is MQTT or COAP, and then the platforms. Now, if you look at this figure very carefully, you require two platforms. One platform is for local processing, and please unmute yourself. One platform is required for local processing, and one platform is required for processing your data on the cloud. Okay, so for platform on the local processing, you can see here the platform for processing your data locally. You can use Arduino, Raspberry or BeagleBone. And to process your data on the Google platform, you know that you require big data tools like Hadoop, MongoDB, Splunk, and Google Chat. So this is something technological aspect if you are really interested to work in this field of IoT. Is it clear? Okay. But when you look at IoT, it is a combination of concept, programming, and then applying it to one of the use case. Okay, many people thinks that IoT is just a hardware. Don't worry, it is not only hardware, it is hardware, software, co-design. And before getting into this field, you should be very much compatible with wireless technologies, protocols, and platforms. Then only you will enjoy, because this is very amazing area to work on. And always identify a problem. And you cannot build a smart city at a glance. You cannot build smart home at a glance. You have to work on small project out of this use case and then integrate them together. And then this is how, eventually IoT will go. IoT is not just a, implementation. It is first design, considering the constraints, because constraints in IoT are every devices are having resource constraint. Okay, so there are many issues, but again it is altogether different topic, because my objective was to make you understand fundamentally what is IoT. Okay, so I think with this I will try to conclude. This is my email ID, but I will be happy to answer your questions as much as you can answer. Okay, this is my email ID. You can write it, note down somewhere in your secondary memory. This is my mobile number, 9822416316. My number is very easy, 9822416316. This is my WhatsApp number. Ping me anytime on WhatsApp. Don't worry, I will be happy to answer your question always. Whenever, if you are coming to Pune, let's pray that this pandemic gets over as soon as possible and we will meet offline. If this session would have been offline, it would have been more interesting, trust me. But anyway, I always try to keep my session more interactive and more, with some examples, so that you can get there can be more takeaways. Okay. Those to get more details, you already, I hope you have noted my email ID and mobile number. You can also go to my homepage. All details are here, www.parikshitmahalle.com. So this is my homepage. If you want more details, you can always refer to this homepage and get more details about me. Whenever you are coming to Pune, feel free to meet me. कधी कॉल करा, काही अडचण असली, absolutely I will be happy to collaborate, guide, assist, solve your queries always. And once again, thank you to Shan Anchor College of Engineering, Smita Madam, all heads, principal sir, Chetan sir, and all participants for patient listening. But I will be happy to answer your questions. Over to Madam. Thank you.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are privileged to listen to your talk, sir. Let's begin with the question and answer session.
Yeah.
Those who are having a question, please raise your hand. So accordingly, we'll unmute.
Vichara, question Vichara. Just to share with you, this is my third session for today. I conducted my first session at 10 o'clock, second session at 1 o'clock, and now this is last session at 3:30. So, I would be happy if you will ask more questions so that I can answer your all questions. And I hope you enjoyed the session. I don't know. Let me collect feedback from the participants. From the organizers, sorry. Yes, any question? No question? No questions means nothing is clear or everything is clear? Or none of the above or all of the above?
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, good. Actually, the session was really very nice and nice interactive. Sir, IoT.
Sir, speak loudly.
Sir, is it audible now?
Not much clear. Please speak loudly. Yeah. जोराने बोला.
Now audible, sir?
हाँ.
As you see on net, and lot of material is available. Suppose if I want to have this organized study like step by step for this IoT, so we should understand the way we should want to teach to students. Then exactly what to be done.
Just refer RFC. Read all RFCs. Post केलं मी chat box मध्ये. Read all RFCs.
Okay.
Read good books.
Sir, can you name some?
All standard RFCs are there. If you want to know the architecture for IoT, there is RFC. If you want to know security issues in IoT, there is RFC. If you want to know security protocol for IoT, there is RFC.
Okay.
Because RFC is a basic document, authenticated document, and then on the top of that you can read, go to papers.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other question? Madam, I think no question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us with IoT concepts. On behalf of Shanankar Kachi Engineering College, I have a small token of appreciation here for
Yeah.
our speaker, Dr.
Yes.
Parikshit Mahale, sir. Sir, please accept it with our sincere thanks.
Accepted, and I have taken screenshot also
Thank you
and
so
posted
much,
in my
sir.
folder also. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, thank you. Take
Thank you
care.
so
Bye
much.
bye. Take care. पुण्याला या आले की कॉल करा.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nakki, sir. Nakki.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you all.
Request to all participants to please fill the attendance card. As per the norms of the
Yes,
IST,
all
IST,
participants
you have
without fail, please fill the feedback form.